pretty awesome.
So I gave you the right credit.
Thank you.
Is this the right microphone? I think this is the right microphone. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Johnny Young Bosch. How are you today?
Good.
Doing good.
Good. My name is Quentin Flynn. No, I'm just kidding. My name is David Vincent, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a voice actor. I'm based out of Los Angeles, California. And some of the roles, I'm going to list off a few of the roles for those of you who may be unfamiliar with some of my credits. Probably, well, there's, of course, Vaughn from Gunsword, or Gunnex Sword, one of my favorite animes ever. I got a new one out, relatively new, called Fate Zero. And I know, Maddie, you were just talking about that. I play the character Archer / Gilgamesh in Fate Zero, which is a fantastic, one of the most beautifully animated shows ever. And got a show out on Toonami on Adult Swim right now called Blue Exorcist. And I do the character Arthur Auguste Angel. Very snobby guy in that show. Did anybody watch that show? Seiji. I do Seiji Yagami, the 15-year-old in love with a disembodied head. And probably best known in animation roles or anime roles as Grinjao Jaggerjack in the series Bleach. Any gamers in here? Got some gamers, awesome. Some of the games that you may recognize me from, anybody play Blaze Blue? Awesome. I do the voice for Jin Kisaragi in Hakumen. Brother. And Castlevania, Dracula X Chronicles, I play Richter Belmont. Dead or Alive 5, I'm Elliot. Final Fantasy, Crystal Chronicles, I'm Kais. And let's see, we got Halo 4, Hyperdimension Neptunia. Resident Evil Revelations, I do the voice for Raymond Vester. Street Fighter, I am T-Hawk in Street Fighter, and in Tekken, I am Martial Law, the voice of Martial Law. And what is that one that everybody's playing right now? And I'm Avatar #1. Fire Emblem.
Awakening.
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yes.
And any Tales fans?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Tales of Graces, I do the voice for Richard. Captain. And I do, in Tales of Fantasia, I'm Chester Barklight, and Tales of Vesperia, I do Tyson in the Tales series. So lots and lots of Tales series. Okay, so this is we're gonna start off, and initially we can just do a Q&A. Ask me some questions, anything you guys want to know about me, you want to know about the industry, you want to know about anime, you want to know about any of my roles, where I got my hair cut, wherever, whatever, doesn't matter. Ask me anything you want to know. And then I figured a little bit later on, I've got some scripts with me. Who here would like to try a little voice acting? I know you do, and I know you do, and I know you do. Anybody else would like to try a little voice acting? It's fun. Jump in, the water's fine. But I brought some scripts, and I'm going to take you through what is really fun, which is one of my favorite things, is the nonverbal voice acting. That's the right? The fun stuff. So I'll take you through some scenarios with some nonverbal voice acting, which I think is a lot of fun. Okay, let's start off. You, sir.
Let me just be sure about this. You're in Fate Stay Night, correct?
Yes, I am in Fate Stay Night.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Assassin.
Yes, I play the character Assassin.
Wait.
In Fate Stay Night. In Fate Zero, I play Archer / Gilgamesh.
Oh, I read that wrong then.
Mind blown.
I got it confused. I thought it was the other way around.
Brain fart.
Nope. Yet I'm switched. Fate Zero, I'm Archer.
Okay, so you're
So I have
you only
Gilgamesh.
play Assassin in that. Well,
I play Assassin in Fate Stay Night.
okay.
And I would rather play Archer / Gilgamesh in Fate Zero because this, I won't give away any spoilers. I just caught myself. That was a close one.
Well, Gilgamesh gets to do more in Fate Zero.
Yes, he does. Precisely, which is the reason why I'm very happy with,
Yeah,
with
he's
my
not.
role.
He's just not sitting on the temple porch waiting for people.
Right, right. Exactly.
Okay, well, I guess that question just died in infancy then.
Okay, what were you going to ask?
I thought you played Archer in Fate Stay Night.
Nope.
That's Limo Brain.
No.
See,
It's Grant. Grant somebody.
Grant?
He's very well known voice actor.
Because someone credited as Liam O'Brien, and I was like, what?
Pretty sure it's not Liam. I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm pretty sure it's a gentleman, a fine actor. His first name is Grant, and his last name is slipping my mind at the moment. But I'm pretty sure that his name is Grant, who played Archer in Fate's Day Night.
Yeah, I just got character. I am terrible at associating actors with characters.
Me too. Me too. We're in this together, buddy.
All right.
All right, Maddie, I know you had a question.
So for Grimjow, like, what was your opinion about him? Like before they gave you the script for Grimjow, like when you saw his appearance, what was your first impressions? Let's go.
That's a great question. And if you guys didn't hear that back there, what my first impression of was Grimjow was, and I honestly I was in love. I did the voice for the video game Shattered Blade about 2.5 years before he ever came out in the anime. And I was working with Wendy Lee. Do you know who Wendy is?
Yeah.
So Wendy was directing this video game, and she's like, Dave, come in here. We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna have you watch this video. And in this video, it's going to show, this character that I'm gonna have you voice in this video game. And so I'm like, okay, fantastic. And she showed me the video. And I don't think I'm going to give away any spoilers when I say this, but the video where Grimjow basically hands Ichigo's butt to him, right? Okay? I mean, he just takes him out, just bam, 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 bam. I saw that scene, and I was like, oh my God. I have to play this character in the anime. And the thing is that just because you play the character in a video game doesn't necessarily mean that you get to play him in the anime. And so for about 2 years, I hounded the studio, okay, that produced the anime, Studiopolis. And so I was like, hey guys, David Vincent here. Hey Dave, what's up? You know that character Grim? Yeah, he doesn't come out for 2 years, Dave. Okay, just checking. Call back 6 months. Hey guys, David Vincent here. How are ya? Good, David. What can we do? How can we help you? You know that character Grim? Yeah, we know. So then about 2.5 years goes by, and I finally get a call or an email from them saying, hey Dave, we got a number of characters coming up in a series. Would you mind coming in to audition for some stuff? And so I go, yeah, I'll be there, of course. And of course, there's all these characters with all the sides here on the table, and there's my beloved Grimjow and about 30 other guys auditioning for Grimjow. And so I was like, no! But luckily, I won the part in the anime series as well. So I was very happy because I genuinely really liked that character, thought he was a really cool character, knew I could voice him very well, and luckily I won the part. So yeah, I was excited about that character. Really, really cool character. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, this is a question that actually makes a lot more sense to ask now.
Okay.
Okay, so you worked on the original Fate's Day 9.
Yes.
And then you were asked to then you either won the part or were asked to play in Fate 0.
Won the part, yes.
Okay. Did you go back and watch the original Fate's Day Night to see how the other gentleman played Gilgamesh?
That's a fantastic question. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you have anything else you wanted to say with
I was
that?
just going to ask, or did you just play it straight?
Okay, that's actually a fantastic question. And no, the answer to that is no. I did not. Is Grant George?
Oh.
Is his name.
Okay.
It just came to me.
All right.
I did not go back and watch his performance. And the reason why is because whenever you're doing an anime, you really have got to rely heavily on your director. Because Grant is a fantastic actor, but because now they maybe wanted him to sound different. So I didn't want to have any bias in my head, any sound in my head. I would rather go with the audition that I did, which by the way, I was sicker than a dog when I auditioned for it. I have no idea how I booked the part. But I would rather have left myself kind of naked, so to speak, and just have the audition that I did in my head and then go in. Tony Oliver directed that, was the voice director on that. Fantastic director. And so I wanted to leave myself open to go in and my interpretation of it with how I auditioned for it. Then they always play back your audition when you start recording the series. And I wanted to hear Tony's direction. And her name is Hiroe, was actually one of the main producers over at Aniplex. Came over, and so I really wanted to hear what Hiroe had to say, and I really wanted to hear what Tony had to say, and really take his direction. And that's why I did not go back and listen to the other gentleman's performance, just because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to give them what they were looking for, as opposed to my interpretation of what he did already.
Okay.
Even though his performance was fabulous, because I have seen some of it. Fabulous.
All right.
Yes. You, sir!
Do you enjoy voice acting for games more than anime, or anime or games? Do you feel there's a difference?
Well, there is a difference. To me, it's all gravy. It's fun. You know, I've worked a long time to get where I'm at, and to make a living doing what I'm doing. So, to me, it's just a treat regardless. Voice acting for video games is a little bit different, and I'm going to take you through some scenarios a little bit later on this panel. It's a little bit different in that you're not having to match the lip flap on the screen. Because for those of you who don't know, whenever you're voicing an anime, you've got a screen in the studio with you, and you're watching the animation, and you have to match your dialogue to that lip flap, okay? Or whatever action's happening on screen. With video games, you don't necessarily have to do that. You have more of the freedom. The only difference is with a video game, you don't have any context, okay, of what you're saying. A video game script is typically an Excel spreadsheet with the lines in it, right? And then maybe a small direction next to it, but you really rely heavily on your director as to, well, why are you saying what you're saying? Because there's no storyline, there's no context in there for you, you know? And then video games, the really fun thing about video games is you really do get more of the taking damage sounds and the punching and, you know, that type of stuff. Conversely, if you're doing a video game that actually is being adapted from Japan, like say one of the Tales, a lot of times because it's already animated, you're still not watching it, but they'll have a little time code right next to your line that says you're going to say the line, "I will kill you," and you've got 1.5 seconds to say it, okay? And then it'll be the same exact line, and it's, "I will kill you," but you have 0.75 seconds to say it. So you have to deliver the believable performance of, "I'll kill you," in 1.5 seconds, and "I'll kill you," you know, in 0.75 seconds. So it's technical. Both of them are very technical forms of voice acting. And both of them are very fun to do. Really, really fun. Yes.
Sorry, I keep bugging you.
You're not bugging me, man. That's what we're here for. We're all in this together, buddy.
Who did you play in Halo 4? You mentioned you were...
I did one of the main Marines. I think it was Marine number 1. And you will hear me talking to Master Chief all throughout that game. All throughout that game. But and then dying a horrible death. Naturally, as we do in video games. But yeah, I'm peppered all throughout that entire game.
Oh, okay.
You'll hear me talking to Master Chief. Yes?
Don't you ever feel like Grimjaw kind of like is envious of Ichigo? Like, I don't know, like because when I see their fighting scenes and how they talk to each other, I feel like he's not just mad at Ichigo, like he probably feels like envious of him, like he has something that he doesn't.
Wow. That's really looking deep into the character development of that character. Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess he could be. He could be a little jealous, maybe, of Ichigo. But what I love about Grimjaw is his arrogance. Just the most arrogant character I think ever written in an anime, you know? He just doesn't care. He knows who he is. But yeah, I mean, I could see a touch of that in there. Maybe a little jealousy. Maybe his mama didn't hug him. You know?
Or maybe it's because Ichigo, he has feelings for Ichigo.
Yeah! Maddie, I knew it! You're trying to get me to come up with a shippy.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not those yally shippers, no. If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop.
No, Maddie. Nothing makes me feel uncomfortable.
Because maybe, yeah, his mom didn't hug him that much.
His mom did
like
not
Hans
hug him
Frozen.
at all.
He's probably like Hans from Frozen.
Exactly. Grimjaw did not get hugged as a child.
That's a menos grande.
What's that?
Forget it.
All right. Next question. Yes, you, sir.
Do you have any upcoming work that you can talk about, or?
Oh, man. One question. Here's the thing, and I know that you guys probably already know this, but we have to sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. I've got something that I'm working on right now that I'm thrilled about. I'm super excited about, and I really wish I could tell you guys, but I can't. I'm legally obligated. I can't say a word until they tell me I can. So. No. Sorry, I really can't. I've got actually a couple of things coming up that I'm pretty excited about, but unfortunately, I just can't say anything. I really wish. It's such a bummer, and I don't know why they do that. Like seriously, but I mean, you get to come here, and I want to come and pump it up. You know, I'm like, dude, you guys gotta see this when it comes out. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah. Or play it, or whatever.
Everybody's worried about spoilers these days.
It's not even spoilers so much as just promotion. You know, I'd love to be able to promote something, but I can't do it until I get the green light from the production company. So.
What can you promote right now?
Nothing.
Yeah, the thing is the only stuff that I can really promote is the stuff that's already out. Because sometimes they'll give you a green light maybe a month before it comes out, and then sometimes they'll give you a green light on its release date. You know, so yeah, I mean, it just, my hands are tied. Sorry, I really wish I could say something, but
so there's nothing you can talk about, not even for the stuff that's already out.
Look, yeah, I can talk about the stuff that's already out till the cows come home. Yeah, sure.
Okay, stuff that's recently come out that you've done. What's the thing you're most proudest about? What do you think? Which one did you turn in your best performance on?
I try to turn in my best performance on everything that I do. I really do. I'm really proud of Fate Zero. I just think that it's such a cool character and it's such a cool series. It's very complex, very dark, which typically I don't go for. But the series is so in-depth, so beautifully animated. The characters are so cool, and we have an all-star cast. I loved getting to torture Crispin Freeman, you know, and just getting to be the puppet master and manipulate Kire Kotomine, who is the character that Crispin Freeman voices. So yeah, I mean, I loved getting to hear back and forth with him and just getting to manipulate him and knowing Crispin like I do and just hearing his character kind of cowering to what my character is saying was a lot of fun.
So, have you heard that the same studio that did Fate Zero is also going to be doing an adaptation of Fate Stay Night? They actually got the writer who wrote the visual novel, and he's actually writing an original route for the TV series.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Well, then I did not hear that.
Oh.
You know, oftentimes I'll come to a convention and I'll hear stuff that I didn't even know about. You guys know before I do. I'm very hopeful then that I'll get to be a part of that series.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely fantastic. Because it's a good series. And just so you know, anybody who's not familiar with Fate Zero is actually a prequel to Fate Stay Night. So there's a whole lot of storyline going on there. Very cool show. Anybody else have any other questions? Yes, you.
I've heard other voice actors at panels and stuff have said that sometimes they'll play pranks on each other.
Uh-huh.
Like if they know someone's coming into the studio after them to write something on their lines and stuff.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
What's the worst or funniest prank someone's played on you?
The pranks that played on me would be just silly stuff like penises drawn next to my character's name and stuff like that. Which you're like, okay, guys, really? How old are we now? You know. But I'll tell you a funny story. This was a prank that I pulled. I worked on a series called Gun Sword, Gun X Sword, and I played the lead character in that series. I recommend watching it. It's one of my favorite animes ever. It's really, really good. Not just because I'm starring in it, but anyway, it's a really, really good series. So the entire series, the main character that I play is a very melancholy, very brooding type of a character, and so throughout the entire series, he's Vaughn of the Dawn. Okay, talks like this throughout the entire series, and you guys know who Yuri Lowenthal is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Yuri is a remarkably talented actor. And so Yuri was playing, he's playing a character that came in about halfway through the series. And his character is, his name's Michael, and he's a very annoying 14-year-old character.
Seems to be everything he plays.
Yep.
Pretty much. He's good at it. So I started hearing Yuri at this point in the series, and I was relatively new to the anime world at that point, so I didn't really know a lot of the players yet. And so I just, what the heck, started practicing Yuri's voice in my truck whenever I was driving home from the studio, because I kept on hearing it. And so one day, I'm in the studio, and we're laying down a bunch of takes, and I had just finished a take, and Liam O'Brien is directing, and Julian Beeson is our sound engineer, and they're expecting to hear Vaughn of the Dawn, and instead they hear, Vaughn, what's happening? and so Liam, they're like pressing the buttons, they're like, where's Yuri's voice coming from? I don't get it. Threw them for a loop, and I was like, what's wrong, guys? It was pretty genius. That was a good one. Go ahead. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
2 questions.
Yes.
At which point do you, and for that matter, and the whole staff, sit down and watch either the finished product or the subbed version of the finished product?
Never.
You never watch it?
Not with the staff, no. They don't do that. A lot of the time, what'll happen is you'll book the part, and it's up to you. If you choose to do so, you can go and watch the sub version.
Oh.
Okay? But they don't, a lot of times you book the part, you don't see anything until you're in the booth, and the director's like, here you go. And you got 30 seconds, and we're rolling. Okay? So you have to develop that character's voice, and usually you've done that in the audition with the character breakdown, the age of the character, the attitude of the character, what the character wants, why they're saying what they're saying, all of these different things that you do to analyze your character and create that character's voice. When we finish the series, occasionally we'll have a rap party where everybody gets together. It doesn't happen all the time. And we might get together as a group to watch an episode or 2 episodes of the finished product. Otherwise, you're kind of on your own as far as watching the finished product. You will get the series. The Fate Zero, for instance, Aniplex, are extremely generous. They provided copies of the entire series for us, so that we can enjoy watching the show. Not all studios will do that, but Aniplex is very, very generous with doing things like that. Go ahead.
Can we start doing the voice acting?
Huh?
Can we start doing the voice acting?
Yep. In just a minute, I'm just going to take any more questions. See if anybody else has any questions. Otherwise, we can go ahead and start. Go ahead.
Following up on his question, like when you do watch something you voiced in, do you have a hard time getting into the show because you're seeing yourself instead of seeing the character?
You know, in the beginning I did, now I don't. I've heard my own voice so much that I just I blaze past it, and now I just watch what's happening. Sometimes, this is awesome. Sometimes, even after all these years, I'll still watch something and go, ooh, I could have said that better. But then, I'm like, just leave it. I don't worry about that anymore.
So the fight scenes with Grimjaw, were those your favorites to watch?
Some of them, yeah. Grimjaw, I love that fight, especially the last.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-episode fight, an epic fight with Ichigo. That I love watching. It's such I love watching all of that because it was so much fun to record, and I really enjoyed that character so much. I enjoyed getting to voice him. Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it on a number of occasions just because it's very enjoyable to watch. And I love yelling at Johnny. Yeah, Kurosaki! Any other questions? Welcome to the panel, ladies. Go ahead, sir.
Yesterday, Scott McNeil shared his thing about how at a lot of cons, fans bring him spray cheese for him to eat.
Spray cheese?
Yeah, I still don't get it. Did you ever have any weird con experiences?
Weird con experiences.
Yeah.
I told a good one yesterday. That was actually very sweet. You guys heard it. How many in here heard the story yesterday? All right, I'm going to repeat it to you guys just because it's awesome. Okay. It's weird, but it's also fantastic. So I'll tell the story again. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, I was at an anime con, fantastic con down in Houston called Onicon. And Grimjaw had just come out. And we had gone out to dinner, and I was coming back from dinner, and I was walking through the hotel lobby, and I had a young man stop me and say, hey, you voice Grimjaw, right? And I go, well, yeah, I do. And he goes, hey, listen, My best friend in the world is here at this convention this weekend, and his girlfriend just broke up with him, and now she's here with another guy, and he won't come out of the room because he's so depressed. And he goes, he's a huge, huge fan of yours. Will you please stop by our room and just say something to cheer him up in Grimjow's voice? And so normally that to me is, no, I'm not going anywhere near anybody's room. But at this point in time, I had people with me, so it was like, it's all good. Okay, so we're going to go up there, and we're going to cheer up this this young man who's heartbroken. So we get up to the room, and the guy goes, okay, wait here. I'll be right back. And he opens the door, and he goes into this hotel room, and he motions for me. He's like, so I come in, and literally, I walk past the threshold of the hotel room, and it's literally like hitting a wall of butt, of just smell of sweat socks, right? And so I'm like, oh God. No matter. I get in the room, and there's probably 10 guys in the room, but the gentleman who is heartbroken is sitting on the bed. And he's sitting with his back to me. And so, understand this. This guy is probably 6'5", 300 pounds, and built like a Mack truck, okay? I mean, this guy's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Huge, muscular, healthy-looking guy. And I lean back behind him and I go, cheer up, Soul Reaper. And he looks up at me and he goes, oh my God, I'm melting into these sheets. And I was just like, yeah, that is the best reaction that I could have ever hoped for. It was incredible. So one of the funniest awkward con stories that I can recall. But there are a number of them, yes. Lots of fun con stories. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
What's the strangest thing anyone's asked you to sign?
A bowl of spaghetti. I kid you not. This happened last weekend in Pittsburgh. Whoa. Somebody had me sign a bowl of spaghetti, and he's like, David, I'm really sorry. And he puts this bowl of spaghetti in a plastic to-go thing, and he goes, I could explain it to you, but it's no use. If you could please sign this for me. And I'm like, okay. And so I sign it, and then it's on like Facebook or whatever, and it was like an inside joke for his friend, who was a fan. But anyway, another one, though I'll tell you an interesting thing that I've signed. I was in Seattle, and I was doing a voiceover workshop that I do. I will go around and set up workshops where I bring a casting director with me and a voiceover agent from Los Angeles. And so if you're interested, go to my Facebook, facebook.com/DavidVincentVA for voice actor. Let me know you're interested, and I'll try and set something up. But at any rate, I was doing one of those up there, and a guy had taken my workshop who happened to be a huge Resident Evil fan. And he's like, hey, Dave, we were at lunch. He goes, would you mind, I've got something outside that I'd like you to sign as Raymond Vester from Resident Evil. And I'm like, sure, okay. So I go outside, and this guy had a Jeep Wrangler that he had completely converted into a Resident Evil beast, okay? Complete with barbed wire, real barbed wire. I mean, it was amazing. It was one of the coolest things ever. And so I signed a Jeep Wrangler, which was very interesting. But, I mean, boobs, all sorts of stuff, you know.
Take a picture of it?
Yeah. What's that?
Have you taken a picture of it?
Did I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
I did take a picture of it. I have no idea if I have it in this phone or not. But yes, absolutely, I got pictures of it. It was so cool. It was one of the coolest things ever. Go ahead.
Have you ever done voice acting for two characters in the same series?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ever had a conversation with yourself?
Yep, totally. Absolutely. Blaze Blue, Jin Kisaragi, and Hakumen. And did a little kids series called Color Soundation, where we did multiple voices, and you're having conversations like, you know, and this is for little kids, you know. And, all right, guys, let's make music, you know. Okay, dude, let's do it. And you're talking to each other. So yeah, what you do is you take your time in between each voice so that you can get the physicality and get into and sink into that voice for the next character. You're not expected to just race through the whole script if you're talking to yourself in different voices. But good question. Yes, I have. Anybody else have any other questions? Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to try a little voice acting and have a little fun? Maddie? Let's go with you since you're male, and then you're next. Okay, but let's go with you two. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to have you guys have a little voice acting fun. And I'm going to have you guys read some scripts, and then I'm going to take you through some scenarios. And these scenarios are going to be nonverbal voice acting. Now, I want you to listen clearly because I'm going to have you guys do this. Does anybody in here know what the standard 102 is?
No.
Because I'm going to tell you what the standard 102 is. The standard 102 is what I call the dude of nonverbal voice acting. The standard 102 can mean a dozen different things, just the way that dude can mean a dozen different things, all right? Dude can mean that's disgusting. Dude. Dude can mean that's awesome. Dude. Dude can mean you stink. Dude. All right? So you got all these different meanings for the same word. Well, the standard 102 is the dude of nonverbal voice acting. The standard 102 goes like this, and I know you've all heard this. Right?
Okay.
It's a vocalization out and an inhale in. So that can mean gross. Right? It can mean I'm happy. Right? It can mean you stink. All sorts of different things. So that is the standard 102. So I'm gonna have you guys do it, so just be prepared. Maddie, come on up. You, sir, coming up. Grab a microphone. You, sir, grab a microphone. Is that on?
I think so.
It is on. All right. All right.
All right.
Off we go. I'm going to give you Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You are going to have World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So, take 15 seconds and look at this script. Maddie, we know your name. You, sir, what's your name?
Alejandro.
Alejandro. Okay, so we have Alejandro and Maddie. Who's ready to do a little reading?
All right.
You guys are both pointing at each other.
All right, I'll go first.
All right, Alejandro is getting ready to read. Alejandro, tell us who it is that you're reading.
I'm reading Optimus Prime's ending monologue for the first Michael Bay Transformers movie.
All right. And I'm going to say this.
Sure.
We're rolling, because that's what they do in the studio. We're rolling, and that's the equivalent in voice acting of action.
With the Allspark gone, we cannot return life to our planet, and fate has yielded its reward, a new world to call home. We live among its people now, hiding in plain sight, but watching over them in secret, waiting, protecting. I have witnessed their capacity for courage, and though we are worlds apart, like us, there's more to them than meets the eye. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
Good. Excellent.
And cue Linkin Park.
Nicely done. Now what I'm going to do, and this is a vocal exercise that I do whenever we do workshops. And the reason why I do this is because it actually helps you to get out of your head space and to hear something different in the dialogue whenever you're reading it. Now, Alejandro,
Yeah.
I want you to read it like a California surfer dude, man. Doodle.
All right. With the Allspark gone, we cannot return life to our planet, and fate has yielded its reward.
Bring more dude to it, man.
A new world to call home. We live among its people now, hiding in plain sight, but watching over them in secret, waiting, protecting. and I have witnessed their capacity for courage. And though we are worlds apart, like them, there's more to us than meets the eye. I'm sorry, more to them than meets the eye.
Awesome.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
Very nicely done. Kind of sounded a little bit like a surfer from Jersey. No, I like it. I like it, Alejandro. I'm just teasing you. All right, Maddie, tell us who you got.
It's Arfus intro. I can't pronounce the name.
The Arcus intro from
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
It's basically being read by an old man to his son.
oh yeah, I remember.
But this is going to be read by the grandmother to the side.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, so you just wanted me to read it right, like.
Let's just hear your first take on it.
Okay.
Okay. So you know that you're old enough to be either a grandmother or a mother. We'll put it that way. This is the context that we're going to give her in this reading. Okay.
Well, I am confused. Like, I have a mom who's shorter than me, so most people think she's my daughter and I'm the mom. So I know the feeling.
Let's have you read it as a very motherly figure. Okay.
Your proud son, essentially.
Please don't get mad at me if I said the names wrong. My son, the day you were born, the very force of Lordaeron whispered the name, Arceus. My child, I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness. Remember, our line has always ruled with wisdom and strength, and I know you will show restraint when exercising your great power. But the truest victory, my son, is stirring the hearts of your people. I tell you this, for when my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Really nice read. I like that. Very, very nice, Maddie.
I had theater experience.
That's good. That's actually a really good point. Honestly, voice acting is acting. So if you want to get into voice acting, theater. Do as much theater as you can. If you're still in school, do all the theater you can at your school. Take acting classes. Super smart move. Excellent read. Now, we're going to switch it up, and I'm going to have you get out of your headspace by having you read it in a different voice. Let's have you read it this time like totally as a Valley Girl. God. I totally want to hear it.
I can try, but I don't think I
Oh
can get
my
it.
God, Becky, look at her butt. It's so thick.
Oh my
God,
God.
I cannot do that.
Whatever.
Whatever. Come on.
I can't get that shallow.
Come on, you can totally do it.
Okay.
My son, the day you were born, the very force of Lordaeron whispered the name, Arceus. My child, I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness. Remember, our line has always ruled with wisdom, strength, and I know you shall restrain when exercising your great power. But the truest victory, my son, is stirring the hearts of your people.
More Valley Girl.
I tell you this, for when my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
Nicely done, Maddie. All right, guys, go ahead and put the scripts down.
That's funny.
And Alejandro,
Yeah?
we're going to start doing a little non-verbal voice acting with you.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite things in the world. All right, Alejandro's he's gonna walk into a room, and what is he gonna hear? He's gonna notice something. So I need a notice reaction. What is he gonna notice? A fire-breathing dragon? It's gonna be a llama with fangs? I don't know. Okay, you're gonna
Behold the moose.
a what? A moose?
A moose.
A moose with fangs. A moose.
A vampire moose.
A vampire moose is what he's gonna notice. Okay, so Alejandro, you're gonna walk into a room and you are going to notice a moose with fangs, with blood dripping down the fangs. Okay, it's gonna happen. So I want to hear a scared 102, and we're rolling. Okay, good, good. give me a little of a vocalization on the out. Right? You got this, man. You got this. Good. Good. Now just give me the inhale on it. There you go. That's a 102. Okay. So one more time, you're gonna walk into the room and you're gonna notice a moose, fangs, blood dripping down the teeth. Scared 102. Scared silence.
I can do this.
A little bit. Breathe, man. Breathe.
Come on.
Good. Good. I liked it. Round of applause for Alejandro. I thought he was gagging for a second there. I loved it. All right, you're not done.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Alejandro is going to be running from a pack of wolves.
Oh no.
Running scared from a pack of wolves. And you're going to go for 10 seconds. All right, are you ready?
So I just do that same thing for 10 seconds, or do I
No,
pant?
this is you're running from a pack of wolves. How does this sound?
Okay.
You have to think about this, because this happens all the time. Running from a pack of wolves.
Okay.
And we're rolling. A little faster, they're coming after you. They got your pant leg. All right, good. Excellent.
Oh God.
Nicely done. So one of the ways, just one of the tricks that you could do when you are running scared from something is to put a little bit of vocalization in there, in your breaths. So like a, go.
Yeah.
And that kind of conveys auditorily that scared panic that the wolves are chomping at your ankles. Okay. Maddie's gonna walk into a room. What should she notice?
A gnome wearing a tutu?
A what? A gnome wearing a tutu. Okay. The gnome is wearing a tutu. And what is the gnome doing?
Singing.
Singing?
Singing.
What's he singing?
Cupid had a heart.
Yeah.
What?
Cupid had a heart.
Cupid had a heart. Okay, so you're going to walk into a room and you're going to notice a gnome in a tutu singing Cupid had a heart. It could happen. It could happen. Okay. Standard 102. How does that sound? And we're rolling. Good. It's going to be a little bit.
I don't like standing in front of people.
No, you're fine.
We're all a big family here.
So, yes, we're all
My
family
legs
here.
are shaking.
And we're here to support you. So we're going to give me a bigger 102 and more of a startled 102. And we're rolling. Good. Give me a little bit of that vocalization on the out. That was actually good. But I want to hear a little bit of that vocalization on the outward, and then the gasp on the inside. Sounded like you were lifting something.
Yeah.
Okay, one more
do love
time, and I want to hear a good, strong vocalization of that. Right? Good. Excellent. One more time. One more time. Give me a big, startled 102. Okay, good. But give me the vocalization on the out and the gasp on the in.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, it's harder than you think. Okay, so. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. Good job. All right. Now, let's have Maddie. You're going to run. You're chasing butterflies. Okay, so this is a happy run. And you're going to trip, and you're going to fall over a log.
Can I just chase you?
He's like, no, that was my run from her. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay, so you're running after me, dressed as Grimjow. Okay. Chasing butterflies. But you're going to trip. You're going to trip. You're going to trip and you're going to fall over a log. So give me about 5 seconds of the run, the happy run. Okay. And then I want to hear the trip sound and then the impact sound of you hitting the ground.
Okay.
You got this, Matt.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Well, let me picture it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I like that.
Yes. That was actually really good. I liked it. Let's do it one more time. But this time, when you trip, I want to hear the impact of you hitting the ground and scraping your knee. And staying down. You're staying down. You're not going to get back up and run yet. So you're happy, 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 running, 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 trip, fall. And you're going to stay down. Bet you didn't think you'd be doing that up here, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God.
Let's do. It's 4:50. Oh, okay. What we're gonna do now is the fun part. We're going to kill you guys.
Yes!
This is video game voice acting at its finest. Because in video game voice acting, we all die, right? Everybody has to die a grueling death.
If you strike me down, I shall respawn more powerful than you can possibly expect.
Exactly. How should we kill Alejandro?
Go on, give me some suggestions.
Hail of gunfire, I'm thinking.
A hail of gunfire.
Oh, we can do better than that.
That's so unoriginal.
We can do better than that. Come on.
Flamethrower.
He's
You
what?
already had the moves for the wolves, so we find something better.
Yeah, another animal is going to attack. Badgers. Honey badgers. Honey badgers that don't give a shit are going to attack.
Badgers. Rufinine.
Are going to attack Alejandro because they just don't care. All right.
Badgers.
Honey badgers are going to attack Alejandro around the throat. So I need to hear a good blood gurgle. All right. Okay. And we are rolling. Okay, got to be a lot bigger than that.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna tell you action, and you have to understand that these honey badgers, they don't care, right? So they are going to be attacking you, and I'm gonna hear the choking, and then the blood gurgle. Most importantly, the blood gurgle.
Okay, so
All right.
so the choking around, then the blood.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. All right. Sorry, he's trying to help you out. That's how it should sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
After this.
Cool.
I mean, nobody else is in here until 7.
Okay. Cool.
So everybody come up.
Anybody who wants to, we're here. So, Alejandro is going to get killed by honey badgers who don't care. All right? And we're rolling. Good. One more time. That was at 50%. I want it at 1,000%.
You got it.
All right? And we're rolling. Good! That's what I wanted to hear. Nice job, Alejandro. Excellent. Okay, Maddie.
I get killed by Grinjo.
Killed like Grimjow.
No.
How is she going to die? Punch her full of holes.
Yeah.
Grimjow is going to punch her full of holes.
Bunch of hoes.
Okay? So, do we know how that sounds?
Give me. I think I get it from that episode with Ichigo.
Yes. So Grimjow is going to punch her full of holes. And are
Not
you
those
ready?
kinds of holes.
I know.
Keep your head out of the gutter.
I'm not pervert, okay? I wasn't thinking about that. I was.
Oh.
Screw you.
Okay.
How Freudian.
And we are rolling. Okay, this is a younger crowd, so I won't tell you what I think that sounded like.
We all know. Why do people misjudge me?
I tease you.
It's okay.
I I
started it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right. We're gonna do it one more time.
Oh, God.
That was actually really good, Maddie. No, that was actually really good. I liked it. So let's do it again. And this time, just like I told Alejandro, you're at about 50%. Let's hear it at about 1,000%, because Grimjow is just punching you full of holes. You got it. Just do this. We're going to punch you full of holes and just let out a few screams here and there. Got it? Very simple fix. All right. And we're rolling.
Just to let you know, you probably need to close your ears if I scream.
No, that's what this is all about. You can't be shy. You got to let her rip.
Uh-oh.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. Nicely done. All right, round of applause for Maddie and for Alejandro.
Hey.
Nicely done, you guys. You
Yeah.
and you.
Good luck.
Out of curiosity, when will you be signing autographs?
I'm signing autographs at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. autographs over there. Just so you guys know, I actually had a designer design some really awesome posters that I will have for sale if you're interested. I'll sign everything for free, but I have posters if you're interested, and they're really, really cool. I've got all sorts of characters.
Oh, cool.
All right,
How much are the posters?
20.
Do you cash, I'm assuming?
Cash, and I'm gonna run upstairs. I got a square.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out how to get it to work.
The
But-
signal around here is really crappy.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and connect with the internet for the hotel. I'm going to try to do it with Square. I may not have it.
Okay.
Just so you know.
You could ask the hotel staff for the Wi-Fi password.
I have one. Okay. So where's my scripts? Okay, you are going to do Ghosts from the Past, and you're going to do Anna.
Is this like 4 different people? Okay.
Yeah, so just different ones.
All right.
All right, guys. Take your 15 seconds. You, young lady, what's your name?
Bria?
This is Bria.
Hi, Bria.
Hi, Bria. And you, young lady, what's your name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. We've got Lindsay. So we have Bria and Lindsay. All right, so who's going to go first?
Not me.
Okay, we'll give them 10 more seconds.
I like the not me.
The what?
I like the not me.
Yeah, not me. Not going first.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
It's not gonna get much better, so let's just do it.
All right, Lindsay. Lindsay's ready. She's going to rock and roll, and I'm going to say that we are rolling.
Good job, Ben. You've landed outside the radar room, and the security team hasn't detected you yet. Ben, there's a communication antenna ahead. If you plant a transmission device, I'll be able to hack into Saphir's security grid. Great, tapping in now. There's a secured door ahead, and the passcode is 0119. You read? 0119. There's some heavy security on this door. I can't help you unless you plant the transmission device. You're entering the helipad control room. Security is expected. Sorry.
It's okay. Here, Lindsay, I want to stop you. Okay, here's what I want you to do. We're going to take it from the top, and this time I'm really going to slow it down. Really slow it down. No, this is actually one of our natural tendencies, and we all do it, is that when we get script, you see that print in front of you, you want to get through it as quickly as you can so you don't mess up, right? But you don't have to do that. You really want to be conscious of that because you don't want to do that. So slow it down, take your time with it, especially with this character.
Okay.
Because she's leading another character, okay? So slow the read down.
Make it run fast. We gotta hurry.
Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. Take it from the top. And